If you're feeling overwhelmed about preparing for the CFA Level 1 exam, you're not alone. In today's video, I'm going to share a proven strategy that helped me nail the exam on my first try without a finance degree. So from the overview of the CFA Level 1 exam and developing a detailed study plan and the strategy that make me pass all the 3 levels at the first try, you will get everything you need to boost your chances of success on the Level 1 exam. So, if you're new to my channel, I'm Charlene. I'm a CFA Charterholder. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I have a playlist actually. It's purely about CFA, so you can check it out later as well. Before I self-study for the CFA exam, I had zero knowledge about finance and investments. And some of you may know I studied Chinese literature in university, and finance was just like nowhere on my radar. I had no idea about the difference between a stock and a bond back then. Seriously, I'm not joking. So if I can do it, you can do it. So the CFA Level 1 exam covers 10 key topics, right? As you may already know: ethics, quantitative methods, economics, financial reporting and analysis, corporate finance, equity, fixed income, alternatives, derivatives, and portfolio management, right? Each year, about 5 to 10% of the content changes, but don't worry, the core topics stay the same. So sometimes content, some content is moved to level 2 or new content from level 2 and currently, now it's added back to level 1. But the main principles never change. Back then in 2016, I actually used those books from a friend who passed the CFA Level 1 exam a year earlier. I prefer physical books, so I can read properly. And I didn't really want to spend extra money. So I had limited budget, so I borrowed books. The exam is comprehensive with 240 multiple choice questions. It's split into 2 sessions, 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon. It's really, really long. So protect your lower back. I would say understanding the exam structure is really the first step in creating a good study strategy or plan. I used to print out the formula pages from Kaplan notes and stick them on my wall. Basically, you can see the full wall was full of those notes. This really helped me remember the exam overview and structure, and then reminds me of formulas as well, right? So I really suggest you do the same. And now let's talk about study plan development. Step number 1 is to develop a study plan. The CFA Institute recommends at least 300 hours of study time for the Level 1 exam. Again, if you have zero knowledge about finance, you need more hours. So probably I would say 400 hours or 500 hours. And I'm going to share a breakdown of how you can allocate those hours effectively. Okay, now first of all, ethics and professional standards. So basically at least 15 to 20 hours. The ethics section is very crucial and heavily weighted. It's tested across all these 3 levels. Make sure you understand the CFA Institute's codes and codes of ethics and standard of professional conduct, what they call. So there's rumor. Rumor says no matter your score in other subjects, you will fail the exam. So whether it's true or not, don't take ethics lightly. I suggest studying this subject last. So you only need to remember, the content. There are no mathematics or formulas involved. And secondly, let's talk about quantitative methods. So I would say at least 25 to 30 hours that may need. So it focuses on time value of money, the subject, probability, statistics, and these are foundational concepts that will recur in higher levels. So it's really the foundation. Actually, I started with quantitative methods. If you are good at math in school, this subject may be easier for you. And if not, you probably need to put a little bit more effort. And then let's talk about economics. I would say another 25 to 30 hours. Pay attention to micro and macroeconomics, understanding, I would say, supply, demand, market structures, and fiscal policies is crucial. To me, I think this chapter is relatively easier, but again, it depends. I find something hard for me, you may find it easy. When I think something is easy, you may find it hard. Okay, now let's talk about financial reporting and analysis. So this one is really crucial. You need at least 40 to 50 hours. And this one is the heaviest section. Very important. Focus on understanding financial statements. You know, there are 3 main financial statements you need to know: balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow statement, right? There are so many ratios, accounting principles that you need to, memorize, a lot of formulas. So don't take this lightly. So basically, it's the most important one, I would say. And then the next one is corporate finance. So this one, again, relatively 20 to 25 hours, not as important as financial analysis and reporting. Study topics like capital budgeting, cost of capital, and capital structure. And this one, like I mentioned, not as important as financial reporting and analysis, but still is like about corporate governance and corporate management. And the next one is equity investments. So this one, I think about 30 to 35 hours you need, definitely. Concentrate on equity markets, valuation techniques, and industry analysis. So for level 2, this session is very hard, but for level 1, it mainly focuses on concepts instead of valuations or those formulas. So relatively easier for sure. And then we have fixed income, another 25 to 30 hours, I would say. You will learn about bond valuations, interest rate risks, and yield spreads. And here we'll learn the relationship between probably inflation and interest risk, duration, different kinds of duration. It got me, I would say, I found this part quite challenging for me back then. I don't think I got a really good score. And then we have derivatives, Understand, another 15 to 20 hours, I would say. You need to understand the basics of, options, features, and swaps. Things get a bit fancier here. And then you have alternative investments, another 10 to 15 hours at least, I'd say. Basically, you should know that anything that is not equity or fixed income, that's alternatives. So, but that chapter, it focuses on real estate, private equity, and hedge funds. So they're all alternatives. But again, for level 1, it's mainly on the, on the concept level, on the overview level. There are less, I would say, formulas or evaluations, this kind of thing. So portfolio management, 15 to 20 hours you need at least. For portfolio management, it's comprehensive. It has a heavier weighting in level 2 and 3. For level 3, it's mainly about portfolio management, actually. For level 1, it's only an overview. Again, what is a portfolio? Basically, it's a combination of equity, fixed income, or alternatives like private equity, hedge fund, and real estate. It's about managing all of them together in an investment portfolio. So now you've got the overview of all the 10 sessions. And before we move to the study material, I just wanted to say, if so far you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so you will not miss any upcoming content like this. Okay, next, let's talk about study materials. The CFA Institute provides curriculum books, but many candidates also use third-party study materials like Kaplan, Wiley, or Fitch Learning. These resources often provide summaries, practice questions, and mock exams that can be extremely helpful. And personally, I use Kaplan. And the formula summary that I stick on my wall that I just mentioned is also from that organization. And there are many training schools out there also. I know some of my friends who join these tutorial sessions. They're all quite, I would say, expensive. I know they can be helpful with a dedicated teacher and classmates to motivate each other. But I would say due to my limited budget back then, I didn't attend any, and I only self-studied. It depends on your own discipline, right? How self-disciplined you are and your budget as well. So those trainings are generally not cheap. Back then I was, if I remember correctly, it was around 1,000 USD per level. Yeah, it's not cheap. And in terms of other materials, of course, you need a calculator. There are two calculators recommended by CFA. I use this one personally. Okay, now let's talk about study strategy. First of all, you really need to start early. Give yourself plenty of time. Start studying at least, I would say, 6 months before the exam, especially when you don't have a finance degree. This gives you enough time to cover all the topics, especially for those who don't, like I mentioned, who don't have a finance degree. I started 6 months before the exam date, so I just wanted to play safe. I would say 3 months may be enough as well, but I mean, depends on how you see it. I wanted to play safe. And secondly, it's about to set a schedule. Break down your study time into a weekly schedule. You can aim to study about 15 to 20 hours per week. That means 2 to 3 hours per day, right? Some people are morning persons, some are night persons. You know yourself better than anyone does, and develop your own schedule accordingly. And the next thing is really you need to stick to one material. Use good study materials. And Kaplan or CFA Institute materials, I would say there are a lot of popular choices. It doesn't really matter which one. Stick to one source to avoid confusion. I see some people, they're not consistent. When they hear someone say, oh, they have a better material, and then they switch. And then after a few weeks, someone else said, oh, I found an even better one, and then they switch again. So switch to one methodology that you find suitable, stick with it, okay? And the next strategy I wanted to share is to focus on weak areas. You spend more time on topics you find difficult. It's important to understand all areas, but going extra time to weak spots can really boost your overall score. And don't forget to spend more effort on the heavier weighting ones. Basically, I'm talking about financial reporting and analysis and also ethics. So please, for these two, aim to have an A, okay? And practice questions. Do as many practice questions as you can. They help you get used to the exam format and identify areas where you need more review. And review regularly. Personally, I suggest 3 reviews, at least 2, I would say. The first time, it took me about 2 months. The second time, 1 month. And third time, only 2 weeks. So don't worry if you forget everything after the first round. Everyone does, so you're not alone. And don't forget to take mock exams. Take full-length mock exams under time conditions. This helps you build confidence and manage your time effectively during the actual exam. I personally took 2 mock exams before I took the real exam. And stay consistent. Consistency is really key. Make studying a habit and stick to your schedule. I know you will get a lot of distractions and from your colleagues, your boss, your friends, parties, holidays, drinks. But learning CFA, it really needs commitment. It needs you to say no to a lot of things in life, even responsibilities in life. And if you like, you can also join a study group. Consider joining a study group. Discussing topics with others can really deepen your understanding and keep you motivated. There are some forums online on LinkedIn, on Facebook, WhatsApp group. Just type in Google search and join an online group, maybe in your local area. At the end of the day, it's not only an exam to test your IQ or test how smart you are. I would say it's more like an exam testing your self-discipline and your hard work. If you like this video, you will like my personal 5 golden secrets for passing the CFA exam on the first try without a finance degree. I share my experience, and don't forget to check the full CFA playlist with tips and tricks. You will also find comparisons with CPA and MBA programs. All the info you need is there. Like, subscribe, and click on the screen. I will see you in the next video.